show now. Had a memo from Shane, pulled out a piece of paper, but it was a traffic ticket, so he pulled out another piece of paper. Said the highlight reel had been canceled and the Ambrose Asylum was replacing it effective tonight. Got some wacky comedy. Jericho got mad, argued back and forth, and ended up with Ambrose hitting him with his Dirty Deeds DDT and laying him out. So that's the next feud. Goldust and Truth were backstage. Goldust upset that the Golden Truth are an official tag team. Wanted to know whose idea it was. Dr. Phil walked up, took one look at the two of them, and then left, which was your visual comedy of the evening. We had Apollo Crews and Adam Rose. Crews won with the powerbomb, not much to say. Had a Puerto Ricans promo, Baron Corbin promo, Bray Wyatt promo. Bray eventually, basically said he hated everything that Roman stood for, but they have a holy bond that can never be broken. And he said that Roman could trust him. So let's to the main event. Roman and Bray versus Sheamus and Alberto Del Rio. A very weird match. We had a guy who is basically still a heel, teaming with a babyface who everybody hates, versus two heels, one of whom is Alberto Del Rio in Los Angeles, and they really loved him whenever he attacked Roman Reigns. So, of course, Roman got the hot tag, booed out of the building, they cut him off, everybody cheered. Alberto set him up for his finish, Roman did the big sit-up, tossed him off the top, people booed like crazy, hit a Samoan drop, and made the hot tag to Bray Wyatt, who made what I believe was his first babyface comeback as Bray Wyatt. Place went crazy, did all of his big spots, and finally Roman tagged in and took out Sheamus. Which, by the way, when you get booed taking out Sheamus, that takes a lot of talent. So Rusev kicked Bray on the outside. This led to Del Rio hitting a backstabber on Bray, but Bray kicked out. Lights went out. Strowman and Eric Rowan attacked Rusev because Rusev had tried to attack Bray. And Del Rio went for the armbar in the ring, but Bray turned it into Sister Abigail. Sheamus tried to interfere. Roman wiped him out with a spear. So Roman Reigns and Bray Wyatt work together and win the match with Bray Wyatt pinning Alberto Del Rio in L.A. And they had to stare down as the show went off the air. And as noted, it's different, but it worked here in the main event.
Yep, they did a dark match with the Wyatt family back as heels right after it, though.
You got to be kidding me.
Against Roman, Dean Ambrose, and AJ Styles.
Why did you have to do that for the live audience that enjoyed Bray Wyatt as a babyface so much?
Because they wanted to send people home happy.
Oh. And how happy did they go home when Roman Reigns, I'm sure, pinned the Vintner?
You know what? I don't know, but I have been at shows where when the cameras go off and they have a dark match and it's the heel and it's the babyface, like not with Roman but with Cena. I have been at shows where they boo Cena, and then as soon as it's the dark match and Cena's in it, then they cheer him. It's the craziest thing in the world. It's like, well, awesome. The TV cameras are off, so now we can cheer him. Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, I've been to shows with the same thing with Hogan, but with Hogan, it wasn't so much. It was a different dynamic. With Hogan, they would boo every mention of his name,
and they'd come out and they'd cheer
every time he's on the screen, and then he would come out and they would cheer. Like whereas with Cena, when he would come out, they would still boo. Yeah,
I do remember that they would show all these Hogan videos on the big screen, and you think, oh my God, Hogan's gonna get it tonight. They hate this guy. Then he came out and they cheered him. He was their favorite guy in the world.
The minute he comes out to that music, everybody cheered him anyway. Yeah, I know. It was crazy.
All right. Since we mentioned a little bit yesterday, tell us what's going on with TNA.
No, it's not good. Well, first of all, they... it's crazy. So today, they got informed that the replay, the midnight replay has been axed, which is like... That's kind of like what Destination America started. Now, I grant you, Destination America was axing replays. I think it was like about 2 months in. So these guys have been, they're about 4 months, no, 3. They're about 3 months in, I guess. But yeah, about 3 months in. It's not good. But so the Tuesday replay is being moved to Saturday at 11:30 a.m. So that's a downgrade. But the other thing is that they are they're being evicted, which has not come out. And that's why they're moving to they're moving their corporate offices to the warehouse where they have their merchandise. They're at a Cummins station, and Dixie was in Cummins station long before TNA. I mean, that's where that was her office when she was running her publicity company, Trifecta. So after all these years, probably 14 plus, they're pretty much booted out as of the end of the month. So that's when they're moving. So, they'll try to spin it however they want, but that's the actual story. But that's not good at all. I mean, it tells you what kind of financial problems they are, because they'd already moved out of the offices, and they'd moved into the basement at Cummins Station. They used to have like a office on, a couple floors up, and then the bottom floor would be where all the TV equipment was. Well, then they moved everything to the TV equipment room. Now they're moving everything, the TV equipment, the offices, and everything. They're moving it to where they have the T-shirt warehouse. So, I mean, it's the basic gist of the deal is
I had somebody on Twitter who said that they at one point worked for TNA, I guess, in that warehouse, and they could not believe that it would be possible to even move everything into that warehouse because the warehouse is so small.
That's what I've heard. Yeah. But I mean, how many people are working in the office now?
Well, probably less than 5.
Well, I don't know about that, but it's not. There's more than 5. There's not that many. But I mean, they're in rough shape. I mean, they've been in rough shape for years, but it's really bad now, and they, they're going to have to make the deal. That's all there is to it. When they said, and it wasn't all that long ago, when they acknowledged, because you remember before when they were in detail, when they were in negotiations to sell, they were like in complete denial. Oh no, that's a lie. It's not true. Well, now, I mean, they're not saying we're in negotiations, but they actually have said, we're trying to raise money. We need to raise money, to grow the company. They need to raise money so they can pay for airfare for the next TV taping, essentially. I mean, and pay the rent to run Disney and everything like that. I mean, they're strapped, and I mean, but they like I said before, there is a deal. I mean, there is someone there. It's not like there's no one there. And the person, or the group that's there is willing to buy the company at the right price, but they want controlling interest, and that's probably going to have to happen, because I just don't think that Dixie's got the leverage to say you can't have it unless I keep controlling interest. I don't. I mean, I don't know how it's going to turn out, but I don't think that's what's going to happen now.
What is the latest on Lucha Underground? We have more spoilers from the weekend, so spoiler alert, everybody, for the next 365 days.
Yeah, so Johnny Mundo was the one who won the championship yesterday, and that was with a bunch of interference. Taya, there was a woman in a mask with crutches